All right, so welcome back, everybody, to bright and sunny Florida. Sorry for the washed out image behind us. Even with blaring lights in my eyes, which is blinding the heck out of me, we can't hardly get our face to light up because we can't compete with the sun. So let's play the Can You See Us and Hear Us game. Let me know, because the
We're
last two
good.
live streams, we've actually had some issues, and I don't know why. I mean, we're on fiber internet. I just checked. We're getting 550 down, 450 megs up. Like, we've got excellent internet. So I don't know what's happened the last few times. Now we're doing paid for streaming service to try to avoid all the issues that we used to have, but it is what it is. So if everybody can see us
Yep.
and hear us.
They said we're good.
All right, we'll kick this thing off. It's weird. Um, Days are getting longer.
Being
Look,
42.
yeah, that too. I feel 88. No offense if anybody's 88 watching us, probably not. But yeah, I don't feel 42. I feel way older, and I'm gonna feel 200 by the time we get done building a house this year. I don't know why we're doing that. I'm wore out, but like I tell y'all every Sunday, I'm wore out. I've worked all weekend long. I got to quit doing this. I really got to
Right.
quit doing this. All right, so finally, it's not freezing cold for once. Although it's 27 here this morning, that was unexpected. I'm glad I put the frost blankets and stuff out last night. Was not supposed to be nowhere near that cold, but we were officially on a warm up spell. Oh, the
Thank
big
you.
the big jackets are gone. The toboggans are gone. Oh, it's going to be nice and warm this week. Looking forward to it. A little rainy next weekend. Bummer. We had plans. That was weather dependent. We'll see what happens. And then hopefully no more cold spells, but I guarantee we get
That'll
another
be
frost or
nice.
two. Yeah, we've just come out of a heck of a deep freeze, and I'm over it. This is Florida. We're not supposed to be this cold. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Of course, Dino's got to ask about the chickens. I'll let you answer
Chickens.
that.
Chickens are good.
Yep.
They're all getting along, doing great.
You wouldn't know. You haven't been here. Somebody bailed on me this weekend and left me taking care of all the animals and working.
Yeah.
Somebody had to go have a little fun girls' weekend. Tiffany likes to burn the road up more than me, in case y'all haven't noticed. And I did get 4 eggs yesterday, which I thought was pretty
Yeah.
good for a winter day.
Yeah.
They just got done molting and doing all their other stuff. So I was happy with that. Okay, let's read on through here. By the way, everybody, it is February the 8th at 5 p.m. No matter how many times I say it, people watch us back later. Hello, why are you not talking to me? Why aren't you answering my question? I'm like, we're not live anymore. We do record our live streams and then allow it to play back. Doesn't mean we don't see your comments, but it'll be when I wake up tomorrow, for example. So I like to remind everybody of that. A lot of people go live and don't allow their live streams to record or play back. We do. That's why sometimes people are watching thinking we're live and we are not. But right now, if you're watching at 5 p.m. Eastern, we're officially live. Okay, I'm reading. Only 26 there, says Andrew and Sankey. Well, we were about that this morning, but it's warmed up nicely
It
today.
is.
It feels really good. One of these days, we're going to take jackets off, but at least we're not in the big,
Yeah.
thick
I'd love
jackets
to
anymore.
wash them and put them away.
Yeah, I just got to looking at my black jacket. Oh, there's
Yeah.
spider webs all over it. I've been welding and working it. It is disgusting. That thing needs to be
Well,
washed
yeah.
bad.
Maybe we can wash it.
All right. Okay. Well, it looks like everybody's talking to each other. They don't give a dang about us. That's okay. Y'all enjoy. This is a family. But I'm going through all y'all's comments and haven't found one for me just yet. Okay. Julie's got something with my name in it. Said, laughed at Andrew trying to film it snowing, searching for dark background. Yes, I know, because it was flurrying, but we're going to call that snow. And I kept trying to find something.
Going 45 miles an hour.
It was. Ooh, it was so windy and cold that day, cutting us like a knife. But I kept trying to find some sort of dark background so y'all could officially see we were getting some snowflakes. And what I didn't catch on camera, y'all, we were getting some like the size of my thumb, just big rectangles, weird stuff. But of course, as soon as they'd hit you or the ground, they'd just melt away. They were gone. I'm okay. I got to see my snow this year. I'd love for it stuck on the ground like it did last year, but that's all right. It's rare that you get back-to-back snows, not to mention 3 snows in Florida in the last, 12 months? That's insane. We'll see what next year brings. I just hope this hurricane season isn't as crazy as this winter's been. I'm not looking forward to that. But we're already doing some preparedness measures around here. You're going to be seeing some more solar videos, and I've got a really cool DIY build next month where we're going to stage something outside to get us even more ready for hurricane season. Once we get that done, we're going to be as prepared as we've ever been. And I hope that means, you know how it is, when you get fully prepared for something, that means it never hits. I hope that's the case. We'll take it. We will absolutely take it because, y'all, I am going to be nervous as a sprayed roaches, we say down here in the South. This year, we're building a house that has to be locked in and solid before hurricane season, because I cannot risk it getting blown over, the walls getting blown over, the roof getting blown off. And it's just us two. There's going to be so much pressure. That's all I can think about.
Got to get on it.
I know, but we can't kill ourselves either. And I'm talking to myself right now. There's going to be a lot of pressure. As soon as we get roof on, windows, doors in, especially your sheathing on and everything's locked solid, I'm going to sleep so much better at night. But we have got to get that done. Even our insurance company, we got our builder's risk insurance on it. And one of the questions was, when do you expect walls up and roof on, doors? Basically, when do you expect it locked in solid? I was like, the day before hurricane season starts. I said, do May, what is it, 31st? Yeah, there's 31 days in May, right? I don't know. I'm stupid. I was like, before June 1st, because that's when it starts. Because I was like, I don't want no insurance premium kick-ups or nothing. We planned on being super early for that, but I found that funny. That was even an insurance question.
Yeah.
Like, are you going to have this thing locked in and by when? I was like, oh, I see what you're asking here. We're on the same page. Sharon says they are up to a balmy 20 degrees in Ohio, warmest it's been in 2 weeks. No, thank you. No, thank you. Now, we did wind up being 16 last week, which is a shocker. Weren't supposed to be that cold. 19 the week before that and 18 the week before that. Like, I cannot remember.
Warm up.
I cannot remember my lifetime having multiple teen days like that in Florida. Maybe occasionally you'll get one teen day every few years, but having 3 within week and a half, 2 weeks, this has just been.
Yeah, these poor plants need a break.
Oh, I've just got looking around today. So much of our stuff is just dead. My poor citrus that would just had 30 limes on last year, it is dead.
Yeah.
So much stuff has died.
We try to protect it.
We did. We did a lot this year, but Florida plants just aren't built for teens and I don't know, probably 30, 20 degree days. Okay. Let's see what else we got going on. Looks like you were on a boat dock at a lake. Yeah, frozen, snowy lake, right? I know. It is so bright. I have tried filters on this camera. I have tried y'all settings. I've even got crazy bright studio lights right here that I paid really good money for. And by the way, I love these lights. They're fantastic in the house, but they're blinding the heck out of me right now. I mean, you see the shadows going across my face? That's how dark it'd be without them. And I don't want them any brighter because it really messes with my vision when I try to talk to y'all. You just can't compete with all that brightness behind us. It has to be a cloudy day for it to work out here. We never intended to always live stream from the back porch, but y'all enjoy it. We cook out here. And
fun time.
It's just not a good background for live streaming. We'd have to get some roll around thing with a big green screen or something right here. And then that kind of defeats the purpose of being outside. So we can either make the background look good, but then you can't even see us. Our faces are so dark, or we got to lighten up the faces. And of course you want to see the beautiful faces, right? Hers, not mine, but, yeah, Pat says, I got 5 years on you, buddy, and I feel old. You are old. Oh, my goodness. How you not falling apart? I'm already falling apart. Okay, let's see what else we got going here. Somebody said, Todd, I'm skipping around. Hello, Miss Lee. She's on? Yes, she is on.
Miss Lee's here.
No, she told me earlier she was not going to be able to make it on because she went and was doing some quilting with a friend and trying to get a big quilt, like bed, full-size quilt made for
she's popping in.
Some family. Yeah, I thought she was going to be doing some traveling. All right, Ralph says, my birthday is February the 2nd. Well, you missed. We missed each other by 1 day. And yes, happy birthday. All right, Tiffany, what's for dinner?
Potato nachos. I'm ready for some Mexican.
I can always eat it. So yeah, instead of doing the somewhat unhealthy tortillas, we do it with potatoes, which are still somewhat unhealthy and starchy, but I think a little better. It turns out good. Ooh, Chris says it's going to be a warm -15 there tonight. You can keep that up there. No, thank you. Don't want nothing to do with that. Kingwood says it's creeping up on 83. Oh, his age. I was like, there's no way it's 83 degrees in Maryland. He says not 88 because that's what I said earlier, but 82 and creeping up on 83. Then it says very cold in Maryland. I thought you was telling me it's 82 degrees in Maryland. I was like,
looking at that going, wait a minute.
Got to be kidding me. You're warmer than us up there, and we're on a warm-up spell. I get what you're saying now. Well, happy 82 or 3. I forget which one it was. Okay. See, David says in Utah it's 60. What are we here? 70? Maybe no, it's high 60s.
Yeah.
Kind of, we're a little higher than you here, and it feels wonderful. That's crazy. All the way out in Utah, pretty much the same as Florida. Of course, here lately, Florida's been colder than a lot of the country and Canada and everywhere else. Alaska, it just doesn't make any sense. It looks like we're getting back to normal though in the long range forecast. And then before long, we'll be complaining how hot it is and bugs are back. It has been nice. I can't remember the last time I've seen a mosquito,
Yeah.
a tick, an ant, anything. Like this cold weather has
Nice,
killed
yeah.
all the bugs and it has been wonderful.
Even at the river property.
I know.
Yeah.
They'll be back.
Oh yeah.
We know
Oh
it.
yeah.
It's a great job on the land burn. Yeah. Starting to kind of get into it. It's always made me nervous, but it's so good for the land. I don't want to burn the rest of our property, but it's something we're certainly going to do every year. And if I admit, when I had me about 30 free minutes this afternoon, it was on the cart, I got to looking whenever I can find some time. It's definitely time to do the new Homestead fire truck. Got to look at some stuff that I got
Oh
down there.
boy.
We absolutely need to do that. Because the current fire truck situation I have, while it's fantastic, it doesn't work well in front of the tractor. It's extremely heavy and not as fast moving around the property as I would like. Okay, I assume you have gators at the river property, says Bill.
Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh
There's
my
big
goodness.
ones down there.
There is a pile of gators in that
Yeah.
river. It's Florida. Any body of water that doesn't just go completely dry, there's going to be gators in it. But while I was down there building the river stairs, for example, I was down there for days. So the gators got used to me. And there was about a 3 to 4 footer that finally got to where it wouldn't go under. It would just swim right by me and look at me, especially the more racket I made. There was about a 9 footer down there that keeps its distance. Most of the big gators, they're kind of, they don't trust you. They're kind of sketchy. Constantly seen that one. And then when the river was high last year and we was doing a lot of fishing, bush hooks and everything else, y'all,
Around every corner.
Yeah. There was some monster gators on that river.
Yeah, the slides from them sliding off the bank. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Golly. There's more gators than I was expecting. A lot of those little rivers, typically, I don't expect to see many. Just kind of really
traveled
haven't.
much. So
But boy, are they there. So, yep, we got to be nervous about that with especially the dogs. Do they really bother humans? No, they don't. Is it in the back of your mind? Absolutely it is. But it's our dogs that we're super worried about. And I got a lab that is obsessed with water. That's why I got a lab. I love that. We're water babies, but
yeah,
it's
this
on our mind.
summer we're gonna have to really keep an eye on them.
We are.
We're down there all the time.
We are. Ryan says, soon you'll be fretting about how to cool down the pool. Not right now. I've stuck my hands in there. I just pulled the robot out earlier because there was leaves blowing all in it. And wow, was that water freezing cold. Freezing cold. Okay. Big Wave. Funny you mentioned that. Said, I heard a cricket. I've yet to hear one of those, but saw the first wasp of the season. Had a wasp flying around my shop earlier. I was like, whoa, where did you come from? Meanwhile, I had to crawl under all my trailers today, putting my tags on because it was just my birthday, which means go pay a pile of money to the tax collector's office. And all I kept thinking was, while I'm under these trailers putting tags on, I was like, I'm actually happy my birthday is during the cold time of year, because if this was June or July, there would be wasps. They get all under those trailers, and I would have got tore up today just trying to, update my tags. Okay. Yeah. So do we have the beams at the river yet? Says Michael. Yes, we finally do. They had to come in 2 different orders. I've already got that video edited of the drop off. We have not installed the beams yet. That's happening very soon. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I had to wind up going down there and smoothing all that dirt out and getting the piles done and packing around the columns, whatever. I guess we'll start calling them columns. Oh boy, that's been a hot topic.
Oh, it has. Yeah.
Don't wanna somebody to correct you.
Yeah.
I spent 2 days. I was not expecting that. Hauling equipment and getting all that smoothed out so I could start driving the lift and equipment around the columns to set the beams. It's got to be level. I can't have a
then we had a rainy day, so
yep. Then we had a rainy day. We've had stuff going on. That video's getting edited and will be out this week. But that took far more time than I was expecting. Then we had to wait on the beams to get delivered. They come in 2 different deliveries. Then we had to get all the Simpson hardware and bolts, all that stuff delivered. But we are finally at the point. Yes, we can start installing those. Then I've got to get my order placed probably tomorrow for all the 2x12 floor joists, the Simpson hangers. I've already got all my nails in, and then we'll start putting the floor in. I got to get my Vantech flooring in. We're making a lot of choices that I wish were the more affordable choices, but they are not, for one. So if we ever want to change the house around in the future, again, 2x12 floor joists literally on the porch so we can make it a room or a sunroom, things like that. We're going with a little more expensive Avantech flooring, which has a full wax coating on it, is rated to be out in the weather for 500 days. We're solo building, so the last thing I want is my flooring down, and I'm worried about it raining tonight. It's supposed to rain tomorrow.
Yeah, that would
Is the
be
floor going to swell?
difficult.
All that
Yeah.
stuff. Being this is a solo build for us, it's not like we can just get the walls and roof up in a week like huge crews can. It's going to take us weeks, if not a couple months, you know. So all that stuff is about to kick off. Now, once we get the flooring joist in, hangers, and all, it's going to start going. Then the videos pick up. Then we move immediately into framing walls, which really looks like something, but honestly doesn't take that long to frame walls, especially on a small house. Then we'll go into sheathing. Then we got to put the screen porch on so we can match it up to the roof trusses. By the way, I laid awake last night for hours and hours thinking about all this because a lot of this is new to me. It's not the same as this last house. It's only my second house I've ever built, and I'm figuring it out, to be perfectly honest with you. Oh, boy. But again, all I care about is getting sheathing on and a roof on and maybe doors and windows in. Obviously, don't want rain blowing in the house before hurricane season, but we're making some more expensive choices for the sheathing and the flooring because we know we're going to get caught in weather and rain. We know it's going to take a while.
Sleep at night.
So I can sleep at night. Yes. But it's going to make a more solid house at the end. But that's the only way I'm justifying it because I know it's going to get rained on and everything else. And it's going to drive me crazy. But there's nothing I can really do about it. Sharon says we have robins showing up. Sharon, the robins have been here forever, but there are snowbirds. They come down. So if they're finally heading back to you, they know Florida's getting too hot. No, I mean, just a few weeks ago, the yard was full of them. I've seen a few more today, but they all are starting to leave. Okay. I'm reading. Yeah, I know Jonathan says, what kind of I've done seen this twice. If it comes from the sky, it's snow. No. I've done seen Northerners tear people new ones because they call it flurries and they'll call it everything else or a dusting. You can't call it snow until it actually falls, sticks, and builds up. I'm like, oh, golly, for real? Come on. Like, let's don't do this, people. If there is flakes falling from the sky, I'm calling it snow. So what size generator do I have to recharge the battery banks? I have both EcoFlow smart generators, and then I have a really big Champion, 9600 watt, 72 or 7500 running watts that we bought a long time ago. And honestly, I don't hardly use that much anymore now that we have the big battery banks. So between the solar and a cool video coming up this week, I just added some more emergency solar and a through wall pass through. We're going to focus on this over the next couple months for hurricane season. I don't need the big generator anymore. So between two different solars that I have now and probably my littlest generator, the smart generator, the EcoFlow, I'm perfectly fine with all that charging my batteries. If I just had to focus on the generator, charge my batteries up so I could sleep in peace at night, I'd pull the big Champion out. But it is insanely loud. It is a fuel hog. I hate running it. You can't hear yourself think inside the house. It's so dadgum loud. But if you need to get your batteries charged quick, fast, in a hurry, I would use something like that. Now, with that said, it's not a clean sine wave generator. There is some risk of it damaging electronics, but it's just clean enough that it meets EcoFlow's specs that I read on their website. But I'd much rather run an inverter generator, kind of like their smart generators, or say a Honda or Yamaha generator, or anything like that. Ultimately, it's how much batteries you have, how fast you want to charge them, and are you using power at the same time you're recharging your batteries? Because if you're using 2,000 watts going into the house and your generator puts out 1,800 to the battery bank, you're losing. You're not recharging your batteries at all. So ultimately, size your generator based on how much power you're going to use, how big your battery bank is, and how long you want to run everything. Me, I'm trying to get almost everything to solar to where I pretty much never have to crank up a generator unless it's cloudy, rainy, or something like that. That's the ultimate goal for us. So Andrew, nice name. He says, good evening. Have you ever been stuck up north during a real bad snowstorm? Well, we've told this story once before. It's not up north. We went to North Carolina one year.
Yeah.
Was it Maggie Valley?
Yeah, that's when we were stuck. Yeah.
So that's not up north, but man, we timed it really bad. So we got up to our cabin, checked in. I'm talking one of them little roads that does this, doesn't even have guardrails. You could fall off the side of the mountain, way at the top of the mountain, hot tub, everything. I'm thinking
In a Honda Civic.
in a Honda Civic front wheel drive. Boy,
Yep.
this is brilliant. But I'm thinking,
know.
all right,
We were young and dumb.
we've got us a nice place. I'm talking it's like above the clouds. We're at the top of the mountain, you know, the Smokies. And the report started coming in. It's going to snow tonight. And we got checked in. We're like, oh, bummer. We don't have food or nothing. Let's run all the way back down the mountain, go to the grocery store real quick, get our food just in case we get snowed in and we're stuck up here a couple of days. Well, bummer. We went to the grocery store and it snowed, I guess, while we were there, froze, iced, and we could not make it up the mountain to save our life in this front wheel drive car. We didn't even make it up the bottom of the mountain, much less we are way up there, miles up there. We come around the first curve spinning and sliding. Oh my goodness. I won't never forget. You're going up and you're spinning and then the car starts going backwards while you're driving forward. Yeah. And you're hitting the ditch. There's pretty no guardrails. You could fall off and roll down the side of the mountain. Like it was a backcountry road, y'all. No protections anywhere. We finally wound up having to park in somebody's yard. We don't have a clue it was. We wrote a note. Thank goodness we had paper and a pen in there. We're so sorry. We don't mean to block your driveway. We're trapped. We had sacks full of groceries all in the back, and we just started walking. It's pitch black dark too, by the way. We just started walking and walking and walking, and cars kept driving past us. Full of drives, of course. Nobody would pick us up. We're hiking up the mountain. I mean, this took a while.
Yeah,
it took a while.
It did.
And then as soon as we get just close to our cabin, one of the sacks rips open. The road's frozen. We're slipping on ice. It was I think we bought champagne because we was going to be fancy that weekend. The bottle shatters on the road. Champagne goes where groceries pile out on the road. We're trying to figure out where to put those. About that time, another person drives by. Nobody's willing to help us. It was a nightmare. And we stayed frozen and stuck in and snowed in on that mountain for days. And finally, the last day, I remember telling this to y'all. It wasn't long ago I told you this. I had to go grab a grill spatula, get the ice off of the windshield. I'm pretty sure I scratched the windshield with it.
Did.
And we had to slide it thawed out one day. This was the story. I hiked all the way back down the mountain, got the car because the ice thawed, drove it up there. It snowed again. And then that's the day we were leaving. And then we had to slide all the way back down the mountain. We said we
didn't go back for a while.
We said we'll never go on vacation in the mountains again when it's snowing. And if we do, we're going to be taking a four-wheel drive truck. But we would never have went back. Like normally you go up to the mountains in October to watch the leaves change. I'm never going back when it's snowing again. We're not built for it. We don't have the right vehicles for it.
I said next time we're going to make sure that we know exactly where the house is. Because I mean, on the map we're thinking, oh, we're here. Like we're at the bottom of the mountain.
That was the funny thing. Our GPS, this is back in the old school days when GPS was barely invented. It was the stick on the dash ones. But we were so far up the mountain. She's right. As soon as you pull in off the main road at the bottom of the mountain, it's like you've arrived at your destination.
You're like, this is not our cabin. No.
But then you'd go around another curve, and then because it's up above you, you've arrived at your destination. It did that forever until we finally got all the way up and found our cabin
at the very top.
It just kept thinking we were there because we were going up a mountain like this. I was like, yeah, never again.
That was
so there's that story. Oh goodness gracious. No, we're not built for that.
But it was beautiful.
It was absolutely beautiful, but never again. It was cool. We had a hot tub. It snowed. There's snow everywhere. We're in a hot tub and we're so high up. Why they call it the Smokies. There's just the smoke and clouds going everywhere and we're above it. Like you can't even see the valley down there above the clouds. It was really cool, but I don't think we're going up that high anymore.
No.
Yeah. Jonathan says that tree behind you is still up. It is, but it does not look good, Jonathan. If we get a hurricane this year, I do believe it's going down. It's sad. We love that tree. Okay. Josie or Jose. Forgive me if I'm saying it wrong. Probably Jose, because Jose Torres. All right. Is Backwood Barn still offering any discounts for mentioning your channel, looking to build a 30 by 48? Yes, you're the second person to ask me that this week. Tell them, because as far as I know, absolutely they are. I don't think it's a huge discount. It may be 100 or a few hundred, but hey, absolutely take it. They already have killer deals. They are a fantastic small business. Y'all, we've bought multiple barns from them, paid in full, and then we wind up finding each other after the fact via the social media stuff. And yeah, now they do sponsor the channel, but we was fully supporting them before because the guys were great. It's a wonderful small American business. They're out in Chipley, Florida. Highly recommend you call them. They have excellent lumber. They upgrade stuff for a very reasonable price. I really, really like what they do. We now have 4 barns from them, and one is the house that we're in right now, which we bought and paid for in full, just FYI. But yes, mention them or mention to us, and they still absolutely should give you a discount. If not, let me know. But I'm certain they still are doing that because they have, y'all, we've sent them an insane
Yeah.
amount of business. And just so you know, if you go buy a barn, it's not like they cut me a check or anything. There's no affiliate links or anything like that. I just recommend them. They've been so good to us. I really appreciate their business. But hey, you do what's best for you. I guarantee you, whenever you call and get a quote, you'll be like, all right, I got to bump this camera up. It's starting to get a little dark. Okay. Yeah, Dale. I remember that. Remember watching that on TV after the big freeze in Houston 2021 versus 10,000 watt dual fuel generator. That's basically what I have. Transfer switch to run the port stuff during the blackout. Haven't needed it yet. That's exactly how it always works out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Now, with that said, we've got our big EcoFlow stuff and all, and we went through 3 hurricanes with it. So I can't say because we did solar and got battery backup that we didn't get hit. Actually, we got hit a lot. But when we bought that big generator
Yeah.
many, many, many years ago,
It's like
we went through hurricane after hurricane in our last house, bathing in the river, freezing cold, couldn't really flush toilets. We finally bought a generator, and then we went years
Yeah.
without needing it. That's just the way it works out. But it eventually comes back around because goodness gracious, did we get hit so hard over the last couple of years here. Last year was wonderful. The year before that, Any updates on the firewood stand? I'm pretty much sold out. I've got my last 4 bundles down there. Again, my personal wood, I got cleaned out again a couple of days ago. I had quite a few extra bundles. I'm officially done after that. I've got my personal wood. I could bundle up some more. I never wanted to sell it to begin with. So these last 4 bundles, whoever gets them, that's it.
We need to get on it for next year.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
And I've just went out in the woods today when I had that little 30-minute break, and I've got several trees that I could quickly get that would actually give us a few cords of wood. They're huge trees, and we need to do that before it warms up a bit much. I'm going to have a few breaks in between materials being delivered, and I'm going to work on a few more things. And then once, like I said, once we start doing the floor and framing the walls, it's house build, house build, house build. Y'all better get ready for that type of content. Eventually, we'll get into some other stuff, but we got to focus on the house at least till hurricane season. All right, yesterday was Zoe's birthday. Happy birthday,
Happy
Zoe.
birthday, Zoe.
What are you about 23, 24 now? You driving, everything else? All right. Adam, what's up, buddy? 62 there. 62 in the Dakotas?
Really?
I don't know what we are here. No, I got to check. I mean, it feels
It's
like
dropping.
it feels like we're warmer than that, I think. It feels great here for once. I'd be curious to see if we're matching the Dakotas. Y'all been warm up there a lot this year. Kind of weird. Load sometimes today, please. We're 63. So we're pretty much right there with you. Okay. Dave, where are you at? Oh, Dave in Arizona, if I'd read. 83 here now, no winter this year. Tomato and peppers in and producing. That is wild. That is wild. Only thing we have growing right now is cabbage. We had
It's taking forever.
It was because it's not getting enough sun.
Yeah.
If you put it out there in the regular garden. But we've had, what do we have? Cauliflower, broccoli, and that it all got destroyed by the cold weather. But the cabbage is actually done very well.
Almost done too, and I had a nice cauliflower head out there, and it's done.
All right, so I see Miss Lee's. You see how far behind I am, everybody? I'm still only 9 to 10 minutes in on comments.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, I got to start jumping around. Miss Lee saying,
well, I'm gonna get the Blackstone.
Yeah, with all the traveling she did, she is back home. Yeah, I'm 9 minutes in on comments, and Tiffany's already doing the 30-minute preheat the Blackstone thing.
You gotta skip ahead.
So is that river deep and safe enough for some kayaks? Not right now. It is not, Ryan. Tons of rock shoals. It is so low. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Last year, we may do something crazy here coming up, but last year we bought a little aluminum boat, and I kind of regret not recording it. It needed some work, and I wound up fixing it up. I got sea deck all in it, did a few things to it, just a little cheap aluminum boat to use down there. And the river was high as could be and been high forever. We got to put that boat in one time, and then we have been in extreme drought since. Like, we're still in extreme drought. You could definitely kayak that river, but you can't go far because in either direction from the property, it's literally just rocks out of the water and water just flowing through the rocks. You'd have to get out in portage. It is record low no end of drought in sight. Florida, most of Florida is dealing with that. A lot of the Southeast is actually. So yes, while it's deep enough in front of the property for a decent little ways, you could do some kayaking and fishing or canoeing. You wouldn't go far because there's just way too many rock shoals, trees in the rivers and things like that. We're praying for some rain, y'all. We need it so bad. We thought we was going to be enjoy that river a little more than we have been, but we're in a crazy drought. It's so funny. As soon as we close on the property, we have a 100-year historical flood. And now we're having like record drought. It's like feast or famine in 18 months. Like,
Yeah.
that's life. It is what it is. Oh man, but I'm so ready to get on that river. I want to fish so bad, but right now, as cold as it is, the fish don't really bite anyways. So Julie, all right, I got to start skipping around after Julie's comment here because I'm still so far behind. Have I missed it? Are you building a storm shelter on the new property? Julie, I've been kicking that around. We've actually got a friend in the neighborhood who has a shelter as well. But here's the problem. It's a floodable community. So anything we build really needs to be at ground level to be nice and safe. If you want a true storm shelter, probably block wall. That means it's going to flood. Eventually, there's going to be 3 to 4 foot of water in it at times when you have these major floods. I guess that's okay. Being block, you clean that out. You let it dry out. You deal with it. But I've been kicking it around. I'm not so sure. Honestly, if I build that, it would be later. I got to see how much time we're going to spend over there. We could wind up spending more time over there than we do here. Or our plan is to start getting more animals, cows, and other things here. And this is our main home, our forever home. So we're probably going to spend the majority of time here. So it kind of makes sense to keep the focus right here. We can clearly tell whenever tornado season is. Our tornado season is always the cold fronts that come through. Well, if that's the case and they're warning us since tornadoes not, we're just not going to go over there and stay. We'll stay here where we have a storm shelter. When the hurricanes come, we're not going to go over there. We're going to stay here where we have a storm shelter. So I've got mixed feelings on it. I'm going to say no right now, but possibly in the future, if we want to spend more time over there than we thought, we just don't really know what to expect. But our plan is focusing on the shop, me doing some more work from home to earn income, cows and other animals here once the house is done. So we're really going to be tied to this place a lot. I think we're going to continue to focus on staying here the most, which means storm shelter should really be here. Okay, I'm bouncing around, y'all. Sorry if I'm skipping over comments. I made it 7 minutes ahead. Woohoo! All right, I'll take it. Are you doing concrete or gravel in the river house? That's been a very popular question, so might as well talk about that one. No concrete. Honestly, our budget is already blown to bits, to be honest with you. We did not expect environmental fees and regulations and engineering and the 15 people we had to hire to hit us as bad as it did. And we did not expect the foundation to be anywhere near as bad as it is or was. Now it's in. So concrete just means another expense. Probably just going to do rock later. Rock should not wash out. It's a low flow through that property whenever it does flood. I think that's going to be the smartest bet. But that's one thing that we're just going to deal with whenever we get time to deal with it. Right now, right now, rock's not even remotely on our house budget. We just got too much ahead of us. We really do. But we're not going to keep it muddy and dirty underneath there forever either. I would love to do asphalt millings, but they're so expensive now. They used to be free, literally. Rock is about the best bet, and it's been flying up in price too. Jimmy, you got honored for being a member for 29 months. Appreciate you, sir. Said I'm so ready for spring. 2 weeks ago, I was like, bah humbug, you spring people. I want more fires, more winter. But after having all these team days and wind cutting you, I am now officially saying I'm ready for spring myself. I'm kind of slowly getting over winter, and I'm out of firewood. Can't really enjoy selling at the firewood stand. I'm kind of over winter. I want to go boating. I want to go fishing. Yes, that's how far behind I am. In case you missed Eric's message, Joey's 12th birthday yesterday. I know I am so far behind, y'all. Yep, I answered that one. I'm reading. Honor Adams there. Appreciate you, buddy. So P to the B. Can't remember what brand weather stations you use. So I keep a Vivor weather station over at the property. They're like $70 weather stations. They were whenever I did my little review on the review channel. That thing is still kicking butt, not a single issue with it. And then I have a much more expensive ambient weather station here at the house, and I check them literally daily. They're both always within about a degree of each other, and that makes sense. Typically, you're warmer over by the water, anyways. They work. They flat out just work. The cheap one has held up better than I was expecting, to be honest with you.
All
No
right,
issues.
you can get us turned around.
All right, I'm gonna move the camera,
The
y'all.
comments. Don't put the comments up because
Oh boy, I ain't
Yeah.
gonna remember that.
All right, if y'all missed it, we are doing potato nachos.
Yeah. And if you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. It's something crazy.
You'll find out.
All right, get the camera brightness bumped up. Let me grab some more comments. And I got to remember, Tiffany says I can't throw comments up because it blocks the Blackstone.
Yep. Some people want to see.
So Michael says, what if you build the pump house as a storm shelter? I can't, Michael. Due to the kind of grandfathered regulations and rules that we're in down there, it's such strict building codes. I'm allowed to rebuild the pump house as is, can't make it bigger. Got to use similar type of structure members going in the ground. And if I do a storm shelter, it would literally be block walls. So that would be completely changing that design. So that's a no-go for that particular area. I'm reading. When are we getting an airboat? Says Adam. Boy, wow, did I already shoot to the bottom? I don't know how I did that. I gotta
Yeah,
go
there
back.
wasn't comments for a while when we were talking about the no, I checked. I put a comment in
About
there.
say, do we freeze up?
No, I put
Okay,
a comment because I was worried about that. So yeah, when we were telling the snow story, there wasn't comments for a while.
Okay, well that's cool. Well then I skipped around and probably shouldn't have because I shot past a lot of comments and now I'm like, man, I'm already at the bottom. When do we get an airboat? Adam, we joke about that all the time. We want an airboat so bad. Not for that river, by the way. That's got too low of limbs and everything else. But there's another river that we spend a lot of our summer on that an airboat would be a perfect. It is not even remotely in the budget.
We don't have airboat money.
We do not. This house has killed us. It has absolutely killed us right now. And guess what? Airboats depreciate, homes and land, appreciate, go up. I'd much rather us focus our time, attention, and money into land and real estate. It's a better choice. But one of these days, we're going to have an airboat. We dream about it. We've been talking about it for years and years and years, and we're going to be talking about it for years and years longer, unless the channel blows up or something big happens. But oh goodness gracious, we would love to have.
Yeah,
one.
We have a boat out there we need to use.
No kidding. We got boats full of mud, dirt, chicken feathers, everything else out there. All right. And every time I threaten to sell a boat because we bought them back when they were actually quite reasonable, they've literally like doubled. Every time I threaten it, she's like, don't you even think about it because you'll get bid for another one. And she's right. They're so expensive now. There's no way we could afford another boat. We might as well keep what the heck we got. All right. Let me scroll back down here and just start randomly poking and prodding. Oh boy. Mr. Jimmy, I don't know what's going on the halftime show. I'm not watching it, but sounds like it's a good thing I'm not watching it.
Oh boy.
I have no idea. Is today? Oh no. Is today the Super Bowl?
I think so.
Oh, I'm shocked we even have 125 people on. If I'd have known that, we would have just canceled this live stream. I am shocked. I wouldn't expect us to have 20 people on if today's the actual Super Bowl. Shows how much I watch. I watch college football. I do not watch NFL at all. Goodness gracious. If that's, I can't think of whatever halftime show he's talking about. Gotta be
Kid Rock is supposed to do one, and I forget the other artists. I don't even know who they are. Yeah.
We don't watch it. Have no idea. I don't watch the NFL at all. I don't watch Super Bowl either. Haven't watched Super Bowl in 15, 20 years. I couldn't tell you. I don't even know who's playing. All right. Half Pint says, I'm working on an airboat. My buddy just moved to Lake City. We have to rebuild it first. Let me tell you something. I have tons and tons of friends with airboats. Like we hang out with a pile of people with them. And if there's one thing I have learned, they're always working on them. That almost has us convinced, other than money, to not get one. But oh, we'd love to have one. But between the money and the fact that you're always working on them, I don't have time to work on another boat. So Ryan says, did you sell? Oh, I'm not supposed to throw the comment up. Sorry. Did you sell the red Silverado truck you had? Oh yeah, I sold that a while ago. Geez, year ago? Probably.
Probably.
Yeah, I sold that and then wound up getting. I sold that and the white truck, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then wound up getting the 2015 black truck because I knew how much towing I was going to be doing on the river property, and my white truck was it'd be 24 years old this year. I got my money's worth out of that truck. It wasn't towing too well at all. Old 4-speed transmission just wasn't doing it. And then a little bit later, I got the little 2017 Tacoma, which makes a whole lot more sense. And I got the 4-cylinder, which I absolutely desired and love. So all the running around, picking up parts for the house and property, I drive the little 4-cylinder, and then I've got my gas guzzler V8 for all the towing and stuff that I do. But yeah, that red truck was fantastic to me. We wound up selling it to a young girl here locally, who I'm assuming still driving it around.
Yeah, I see it from time to time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hard to miss because boy, did it
Yeah.
have a pile of dents in it, and they weren't
It's a
from
little
me.
beat
They were
up.
from the owner I
Yeah.
bought it from. But I had that truck for years. It was a really good truck. You can't go wrong with them LS engines in those trucks. Oh boy. Okay, Crystal. I'm so glad I'm not watching the show. Thanks for telling me what you're seeing.
Oh.
I remember a boating video where y'all went to a small island to collect seashells. Oh, that wasn't a small
Yeah.
island. That island's 7 miles long.
One of our favorite places.
That is literally our favorite place on earth. And I just threw the comments over the food again. Sorry. I'm trying to remember.
Habits.
We cannot wait to go back this year. Actually, last year was the most we have went in what, 7, 8 years,
Mhm.
and we went 3 times. Woohoo! I wish we could go more. That is literally one of our favorite spots on the planet, and it's only about a hour and a half, no, 2-hour drive, I guess, from here. So doable in a day. A bit far, but totally a day trip. I wish we could go there more. It's one of the most peaceful, relaxing places ever. You can only get there by airplane or boat. That is absolutely it. So it's never packed unless you go on holiday weekends. Oh, you've got me dreaming about it now. Some warm weather, some blue water. Well, blue-ish. It's never that clear out there. We love that place. Love it. All right, so I'm reading. It is Super Bowl Sunday. I had no idea. So it doesn't start till 6:30. Everybody's saying, but how are y'all watching the halftime show? I'm really confused. Isn't the halftime show halfway during the game? Shows what I know. All right. Yeah. Everybody's saying it's getting close. Well, I'm sure a lot of y'all are doing Super Bowl parties, chips, dip, have people over. So
Yeah, we made Super Bowl food tonight.
Yeah, even though we're not going to watch it, but I'm shocked we even have anybody on. Really shocked. Oh boy. Half Pint says, yeah. Oh, threw it up again. Sorry. He's got a Lycoming engine on there. I am anti aircraft engines. We've got some friends that's got them, but they have to be so precise. The parts are so specific, expensive, hard to get. When you get them running, yeah, they can be quite reliable. But if we ever do get an airboat, and I'm talking way down the road, I want a crate 350 or a crate 454, depending on the size hole we go with. Basic parts that you can get at any hardware store. I don't want to soup it up. Don't want to blow it up. Like, just leave it bone stock as it is. Like, that's the only way I feel like you have a reliable airboat. Don't mess with them. Just leave a bone stock engine. All my buddies are doing the 6.0s and 6.2 Corvette engines and the LS engines and all, and hopping them up and blowing them up constantly and working on them. Like, no, 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 no. Our boat out there, the aluminum one that you can't see, we use it all the time during the summer and spring. It's bone stock. Knock on wood, it's around here somewhere. It's always got us there and back. Like, I don't mess with it at all. I want something reliable. I'm reading. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, y'all's comments getting crazy. I'm so glad I'm not watching this show.
It doesn't surprise me.
We call it the stupid bowl, says Dave.
Stupid ball.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, I don't do foosball, says Adam. I've got to where I'm enjoying me some college football, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to lose no sleep over it. I don't know why I've never got into NFL. I really haven't. I'm reading. Everybody's talking about it. So, do I own the Solus tractor yet? Says Ryan. Oop, threw the comment up again. I do not, and I thought I would by now.
Yeah.
I really thought I would by now. So it's still here. I've got all the equipment. I was supposed to get the big 75 horse tractor but they've only got one in the States right now. Their order got delayed. And I'll be honest with you, the tariff situation's been so wild and crazy. They probably not brought a lot of stuff in based on that. I'm supposed to get the 75 here in the next few months. Let's just say that. Hopefully by summertime, so I can start mowing the big pasture, using it around here. The little tractor, it's still here. I'm not under contract or anything like that. Just FYI, it's just here. I'm getting to use it. But I was planning on trying to work a deal where I could own it, and it sounded very promising. I think I still will own it, just being perfectly honest with you. I love the tractor. I want to keep the tractor around here. It is so handy. We'll see what happens. I just take stuff like that day by day. As long as I'm okay working with the company, as long as the equipment's good, like I've never had to carry it to the shop, it's not a hunk of junk or anything like that, it'll hang around here. But I do want it to stay here permanently. Todd. Now we're talking chili dogs, chipped, and baked beans.
Mm.
Hate to be in bed with you later tonight. Woo, boy. Oh, thank you, Bill. He says we are far more interesting than that soup.
Oh, thanks.
I hear you, half pint. I'd love to do one with an LS, but I'm just thinking old Vortec engine would be the way to go. And I love how we're talking about this airboat that we have no plans to get and no money to get, but I guess a guy can dream, right? Maybe in 5 or 6 years, we could possibly focus on that. If I quit spending money on land and for some reason a second home, but again, I still think it's a very smart decision. It's a big gamble. It's a lot of risk. It's very expensive, but there's one thing I've noticed over the last few years, real estate tends to go up, not down. It seems to be way more even keel than this wild stock market too. I'm so tired of the rigged stock market. I'd just rather us just focus on real estate. Seems to be an absolute smart choice. Okay, I'm all the way at the bottom, so I'm just gonna wait around for some comments to roll in. Chuck says, wait, there's a football game today? That's literally how I thought. I had no idea it was today. Had absolutely no idea. I really don't watch TV. We don't have commercials. So I just don't keep up with that kind of stuff unless it pops up on my Instagram or YouTube or a buddy tells me. Now I did keep up with some college foosball this year.
Right. Time for the steak.
Let's do it. And then what? You pour it all over it and melt the cheese, or you got to do individual ones? I can't remember.
No, I'll move them out and put the cheese on it and throw the steak on top.
Right on.
Yeah.
Is that Costco shaved steak?
It's not the shaved ribeye that I normally get. Yeah, it's a different type.
Chris, I know, buddy. Dreams do grow up, don't they? He said, I remember when Andrew's dream was just to have a dump trailer. Yeah.
Yes.
My dreams got a little bigger, haven't they? Now it's like, hey, real estate, this, that, and other. And I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes your dreams can get a bit big. This stuff is starting to catch up with me. I do feel pressure to have different and interesting content. I do feel pressure to provide for us. Real estate seemed like a smart choice until the build started coming in on how unexpected this house build was. It is what it is. Maybe it's a good choice, maybe it's not. But right now, I still think it's a very smart choice for us. I think we're going to have a lot of equity in that place. And it seems like a much smarter choice than throwing some money at the stock market, which has been just so diabolical here lately. I can't even fathom what all kind of manipulation stuff's going on in that thing. But yep, got the dump trailer, thank goodness. Still super happy to have it. Now the dreams have grown up a little more. My ultimate dreams is it was never really the river house. I dreamed that as a kid. That just kind of flew out of nowhere. The ultimate dream is add on to the shop, get some cows and stuff out here, get back to the property in the next year, start welding, fabricating, creating content, and start welding and fabricating and doing work for the community and earning me an actual income from the house. I already do that part-time anyways, but I'd like to have a little bit better setup. I just didn't know all the welding and fabrication stuff would do so well, not only for social media content, but I turn down jobs weekly. People, businesses, local community people like, I need this, that done. I'm like, I literally cannot. I see such an opportunity to earn an income from home, whether it's recorded or not, on social media or not. But I'm still absolutely going to focus on social media, at least until AI takes over and takes my job. Y'all don't watch that stuff. Y'all watch me. All right. Goodness gracious. So how's the TMG car lift been holding up? No issues at all. Like, it's been wonderful. My dad comes over and uses it all the time. I use it all the time. I love, love, love having a car lift. Like, oh, I knew I always wanted one of those because I always service and work on our vehicles. Other than tearing an engine completely apart, going on the inside of it, I pretty much do all servicing myself. So if I don't get another John Deere tractor, what brand are you wanting to buy? Honestly, I don't know. I'd have to look and see what's available. So I am eyeballing Solus heavily. What would be very important to me is a dealer close by. They do have several Florida dealers. I'd like to see one a little closer. They're expanding their network. That's great. I've, I I just haven't really looked at other brands, to be honest with you. But when I was looking years ago, I could tell there was a pile of brands out there that were offering so much more value for the money than, say, John Deere and Kubota. Now, don't get me wrong, John Deere and Kubota make fantastic tractors, but they've pretty much priced themselves out of the market for a lot of people, unless you're just die hard. You know, that's what I got to get. And I totally respect and understand that. I've always been that way about John Deere. But seeing how much just my current tractors went up since I bought mine, you have got to be kidding me. It is literally within a few $1,000s now of what we bought our first 4-bedroom house. That's River Growling and 1.6 acres for. I kid you not. Like, no thank you for a small compact tractor. Great tractors, way out of my price range. Or I can go spend about 30 grand less getting a similar tractor, maybe a few less horsepower from another brand that'll have, it'll come with third SUV, it'll come with rear remotes, it'll come with vented windows and all the other things that I like. So I don't know. I'm not in a rush to make a decision anytime soon. My tractor's still running perfect. But in a few years, I will be making that decision, to be perfectly honest with you. Let me see what my dog's growling at. What is your problem? Hush. Oh, what, you seen a bird flying? I don't know. Looks like a bird's flying around throwing shadows in the tree, and Ruger's over there barking and growling. Had to see what it is. Make sure nobody's sneaking up on us. All right. Douglas says a dump trailer. How about a grapple hook? Douglas, I'll be honest with you. I don't know what a grapple hook is. What's a grapple hook? I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. Explain that a little more. So, Crystal says, is your drill machine, I'm assuming you mean my electromagnetic drill, able to make holes in those fire pots? I'm not sure. It's so I was actually thinking about this last night. That's funny you mentioned that. That steel is so concave. I don't know if the electromagnet can hold on to it or not to actually do that. But what a lot of people have got to understand, I don't put holes in my fire pits for 2 reasons. One, it is not needed at all. I just posted an awesome video over on the Creation channel, the Kelly's Creation, where I built my new fire pit. I built a custom grill on it. I built a Dutch oven holder. Like, it's really cool. It's sitting right there in the background. And I recorded in that video how clean the burn was. There was no smoke coming out of it once you got a coal bed. The key is you've got to have dry wood, and these big open pits do not need air holes at all. So if you're seeing a lot of smoke, a lot of steam, you're burning wet wood. You need better quality wood. It needs to be seasoned longer. I don't have a problem letting mine dry. The other reason I don't like air holes all on the sides of my pits, those coals fall out of those air holes. They fall on all that brown dead grass that you see, and it'll literally light your yard on fire. I do not like that at all. But I burn dry wood, so it's not needed. How comfortable am I using my CNC plasma now? Very comfortable, but not super comfortable with the software. There's still so much to learn. Now, with that said, just a few months ago, I'd open up software and I'd sit there for 3 hours trying to design a basic part. Like, what was the steps again? Now, a basic part I can fly through in just a few minutes. Even a complicated part I can get through pretty quick. So I'm much more comfortable than I was. A lot more comfortable. And that's just using it. That's just time. Yeah, Kirby says, can't wait to be watching your live shows from the river deck. That's the plan. We've tried to live stream down there. I do have Starlink down there. The problem is we have too many trees, and occasionally it'll drop out for a few seconds, which you never, ever, ever see if you're watching a movie or streaming on your phone or whatever. But when you're uploading on live stream where everything's relatively instant, those dropouts do show up. So we've tried to live stream there once. Even though I love that Starlink, it's been wonderful. The good news is there's fiber down there, but we're not going to install the fiber until the house is in because they have to trench and run it into the house. So once we get fiber down there, oh, absolutely, we can live stream, do whatever the heck we want. So did I look into the difference of A and B PEX? I did not, Chris. I'll look into that as we get a little closer to plumbing. He said, I've had type A in my house for 20 plus years, no problem. Half Pint says that looks fantastic. I agree.
Good.
I know y'all really can't see it, but all that melted cheese and now steak going on looks good to me.
Sacrificed a piece of steak.
I'm pretty sure Ruger will come get that. So what is our temperature now, says Jerry? I'm going to guess 59. Much warmer than it was. Oh, I was so close. 60.1. So we're about to hit 59. So Adam says, is the Dutch oven holder a bucket holder? No. Different measurements. I had to design and build that myself. But yeah, it looks similar to my bucket holder, huh? And the fire pit grill was awesome. Thank you, Half Pint. Where's the big brown dog when the steak's cooking? Yeah, no kidding. He should be here.
I know.
He's around the corner growling at something. He keeps seeing birds flying around, and he's over there growling and barking, watching the yard. Oh, by the way, y'all, I forgot to mention it in that video. I hate to say this because I kind of want to keep it, but I think I'm going to sell.
Yeah, I was wondering if you advertise
I was supposed to, but I think I'm going to sell that fire pit. I'll offer it to members first. I need to announce that on my next video. So that custom pit with one-of-a-kind legs, the grill, the Dutch oven holder, all that, you got to email me. I think I am going to sell that. That's the last fire pit I'm building until probably the house is done, to be honest with y'all. I almost don't want to sell it, but I could use the money. Oh, it'd be awesome to have over there and be cooking on. But I've already got so many cooking appliances at the river now. I think we're good. I've got a pile of them over there. So am I going to make a log splitter for my backhoe? I think you mean my excavator. My plan is to build one for that. Yes. Will it be anytime soon? Nope, but it's on my list. And like I said, once the house kicks off, we are, that's our main focus. The excellent laborer, says Daily Life. I do watch him occasionally. Said just posted to YouTube on PEX A and PEX B. I will have to check that out. I do like his content. All right. We mentioned bugs. I just had one hit me in the face. Oh boy.
Here we go.
I would say we need another frost. No, I'm over frost. I don't want no more. Oh, that smells so good. Mm-hmm. Is it done?
Yes.
All right. Now I'm still.
It is. I'm just trying to get it to where I can clean it up here.
Need help?
I hope I can get it.
Don't drop it on the floor. You want me to help you?
There we go.
Don't you waste none of that now. So how is the Amazon thing going, y'all? Says Half Pint. Pretty slow, to be honest with you, buddy. So we still appreciate everybody that does all your Amazon shopping through our Amazon link. It's a huge part of our income. Like I said, we don't ever bring it up in content. We don't even bring it up on live streams unless y'all do. So the link is always in our video description. I will post it here. I always save it just in case somebody brings it up. But if you're shopping for anything on Amazon, we usually earn a small commission and occasionally some bonuses if we sell enough during the month. It doesn't have to be anything that we show or that's in our store. It can be you buying toilet paper. It does not matter. But it's a huge, and I mean huge part of how we're able to do what we do. A lot of people think it's all about the views and the ad revenue on Facebook and YouTube. While certainly that is income, it is nowhere near enough to pay our bills. And if I'm being honest with you, this is why we do sponsored content. This is why we do the affiliate stuff like Amazon and everything else. It takes all of that to actually make the type of content that we do at the pace that we do, invest in the things that we do. That's just the cold hard reality, y'all. It's just the way it is. So we need to build a wash station at the fish camp. Not a bad idea, and I probably will be doing something like that in the future, Adam. Another comment I've seen here. Live stream next week, Bill. Good thing you mentioned it. So next week we were supposed to be doing a big get together, but it's weather dependent. So I'm going to say it's 50-50. If we wind up doing this big get together, Sunday may be out for us. The weather right now is looking pretty iffy. And if we cancel the big get together, we're absolutely doing a live stream. I will try to make for sure. I'm just going to say yes. I don't know. Right now, it's not looking too good for the get together, which means we will have the time for the live stream. So it's most likely.
What else we got going on right next weekend?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I forgot about that too.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yep. I totally forgot. We got something else going on too.
Yeah.
I think at the moment we may be canceled next weekend. Totally forgot. Life has been busy, y'all. we got a lot going on. So thank you, Bill, for bringing that up. I think next week's live stream is canceled. This is occasionally going to happen, y'all. We do have things still going on, although we're a lot more relaxed this time of year. But I've already kind of been warning y'all. If I'm being honest with you, I'm working way too much. I got in trouble twice this week by a friend, and believe it or not, I had a meeting, a virtual meeting with a new company that was wanting to work with us. And when they started asking my schedule and how we take care of all the other channels that we have, they pretty much told me, "You crazy? I don't see how you do it." Like the person that wants to work with us was like, "You got to chill out. Like there's just no way. Like I don't see how you're doing it." None of the other people we work with do all this. Blessed to do what we do. Love doing what we do. But we're probably going to have to cut some of the weekend stuff back this coming year. Reason being, because we're going to be killing ourselves trying to build a house. And then we're probably going to need to take a day or two off every now and then to relax and not have our heads explode and our backs be thrown out and stove up and all. So I just want to forewarn y'all. We've already mentioned this before. We probably are going to be occasionally cutting back some of the live streams this year just because our plate's so full and we got so many other channels and social media platforms and things that we post to. So at the moment, Bill, thank you for bringing it up. I think next week's live stream is canceled. We'll see y'all back the following week. And I'm sorry, y'all. I know it's dark, but here's some food.
Yeah, let's see if y'all can see it.
Not really. It's steak, potatoes.
Nachos.
Yeah. I got the camera so dark right now, but I think y'all get how it is. All right. Yeah, half pint. You're exactly right, buddy. He said this is the time of year everything seems to be slow, unfortunately. Praying we were all successful this year. I agree with you, buddy. It's extremely slow for us right now. It's just the way it works. Every January through about March, April, our views go down, our income goes down. It's just the way it's been year after year after year. We've tried our best to prepare for it. And that's because everybody has blew all their money through the fall leading up into the holiday season. All the big businesses have made their investments. And like in your line of work, I know you do stump grinding, tree service, everything else. Again, people are kind of tapped out of money until maybe they get a income tax check back and all. It's just something we kind of all go through. I don't really know many businesses other than income tax CPAs that boom this time of year. Thank you, Crystal said. I placed an order 2 days ago. We appreciate you so much. All right, y'all. We've been yakking over an hour.
Ready to eat.
Yeah. Oh, and I see like Miss Lee's last one. Boy, aren't we important? Throw us over for a get together. Thanks, Miss Lee.
Yeah, sometimes we gotta.
Hey, you weren't even supposed to be here tonight. You canceled on us, remember? But somehow you showed up. All right, y'all. We've been yakking for over an hour. The sun is setting, as you can see, because the lighting is horrible. We got definitely a smorgasbord of content coming this week, and then we slowly start rolling into the house stuff, and that should pick up steam. So we're super excited to share that with y'all. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us, even though that awesome Super Bowl's going on that everybody's been talking about that I'm not going to watch tonight. What? That was Ice Maker.
Oh, okay. I thought it was something else.
Could be.
Yeah.
I thought it was Ice Maker. Good night. God
bless.
Appreciate y'all so much. And people, if you watch this back later, next week's live stream at the moment, unless something changes, is officially canceled. We'll see y'all the week after. See y'all.
Good night.
Take care.